Our coverage of the NFL brings us to the southern end of the Tar Heel State and to this beautiful venue, Bank of America Stadium here in Charlotte, North Carolina. Coming up, a highly anticipated contest between the Cleveland Browns and the Carolina Panthers. Ready to get this game started. Here's Eddie Pinheiro. And we're off and running from Charlotte. Return coming from the 6. Making some progress here. And a great run back has the offense just a touch shy of midfield to start this drive.
Special teams always play an important role in ball games, and it does right here from the jump. That's going to give the offense terrific field position for this opening drive.
All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. Opening play, and Dak's going to throw. Escapes the pocket. To the right and pulled in by Judy. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's good for a Panthers first. New set of downs for him from the 31. Here's Prescott, 1st and 10. It's more into the hands of Judy. And he's stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Hey, Kill! What is it?
The first carry now for Kyren Williams. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs. Offense to the line fast. Looking inside the red zone. Has him on the quick hitter. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers take a 6-0 lead right away. It's a Jerry Jeudy touchdown. Well, whether he stays the go-to guy the entire game, we will all judge together. But no doubt about it on that opening drive, Brock, he was the star. Bunch of catches and a touchdown to begin this one.
Yeah, I think this is twofold. Number one, you love to get this guy started early. He's a playmaker. He's a difference maker. Number two, this defense, well, they better be on high alert because this offense feels like they have a matchup they can attack, and that time attack a third time for 6.
And that is a rough one, Brock. It came down well short of that 20-yard line minimum he needed, so... This drive going to begin from the 40-yard line instead. Here's Breece Hall on the ground for the first time. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground, you can throw beyond the sticks, you really create some indecision now defensively.
Shotgun snap to Nix. This is brought in. Big gain here for Loveland. And he's going to take this one in for the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns finish up their opening drive. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to center away. Return starts at the 9. Finds some space, he's past the 30. So they're going to begin from the 36 as he's brought down. So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10. First down, here's Dak. That'll be caught by Troy Franklin. And they get him out just before he can move those chains, partner. It's a gain of 9 on 1st down.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the gun, a carry by Williams. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Prescott here from the gun. Andrews has it, working downfield. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. A 28-yard pickup there. And that's going to bring up the Carolina 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Yeah, here we go.
From the gun is Prescott. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. Offense in the hurry up here.
Brings up 2nd and 20 at the 32-yard line.
Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. He's in trouble and gets brought down again. Looking quickly here.
Brings up 3rd down.
The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. 5 men in the secondary for the Browns. 3rd down. Here he goes. 3rd and long. Flushed out of the pocket. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. That's exactly what the secondary did.
And even with time to process as he ran backwards, Brock, still no idea what's going on. He's indeed going to wind up in his own end zone for a safety.
Pinheiro set to kick off.
So they give away the lead on the safety, and now they're going to have to give away the football with a free kick. And this isn't going to help things following that safety as the free kick winds up out of bounds. Straight ahead with Williams. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
2nd and 6.
4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Dak to the air here. That throw comes up short. Need a little more muscle on that one. Looking for his wide receiver there. So that brings them to 3rd down.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down.
Yeah! Here we go! Go, get out there, get out there!
Throw here, 3rd down. Screen here for Williams. This does not get it. Looking short field, but the defender is there to force this fourth down.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to.
Field goal attempt, they're going for it.
Kill.
They do snap it. Here's Prescott. That's McMillan with the catch out left. Touchdown, Carolina! The Panthers grow their early lead to 8. Extra point attempt coming from Sanders. The point after splits the upright. The Panthers push the lead to 2 scores now. Sanders all set to send it away. Starting from the 5. He's going well so far. A good effort here as he gets it out past the 35-yard line. The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Derek Stingley Jr. And the Panthers take over on his 5th interception of the season.
Intercepted. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
New set of downs for him. That starts at the 38.
47.
Play action. Prescott. Downfield, and he's got McMillan. Tackle made at the 10. 1st and goal coming up.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, the pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
And dose of the hurry up here.
1st and 10 at the 10-yard line.
From the red zone on 1st. And he's got it. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers parlay the interception into points. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. When you reach the status that he has around the league, Brock, well, we all at this point expect him to be making plays like this when he's targeted down near the end zone.
Yeah, I think the best thing I can say about this dude is he makes it look easy a lot of the time. And this game, trust me, is never easy. It speaks to how well he plays this position.
His return starts at the 5. He'll have a long field ahead of him, partner, as he's wrapped up shy of the 15. First call here coming from the shotgun. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. He was hoping to get it to Isaac TeSlaa there. And now it's 2nd down. Nix from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talked about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
On 3rd down, here's Nix. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play. Jarring moves, incomplete.
Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete. You're going to sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out how in the heck do we turn this around.
He can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. Panthers look just about ready. 1st and 10.
Here we go. 26.
Back to throw. Here's Dan. Body and right side by McMillan. And some excellent work to drive them all the way out past the 30-yard line. Offense up to the line fast.
The Panthers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Here we're going to 53. Here we're going to 54. Wide in. 47.
1st and 10, Prescott. That's complete. Dialing up McMillan again. Gets it to the 15. To the house. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers blowing them out in this opening quarter. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yeah.
When you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. You got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up. You can find pay dirt.
Jason Sanders set to kick
Sanders
off.
all set to send it away. This one not close to where it had to go. This drive is going to begin from the 40. And this drive is going to have some great starting field position as a result of that short kick. From the 40-yard line now. This is 1st and 10.
Almost set. Ready.
A give left side for Hall. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Remain practical to play defensively.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Play action with Nix. Getting out to his left. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Adoree Jackson makes the play.
Intercepted. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
1st and 10 now from the 46.
Yeah!
Dak now from the gun. Forced out to his right. And apparently he sees no other option than to get rid of it on what is the final play of our 1st quarter. That's the end of one, and yikes, things looking a little out of hand already. The Panthers have taken the early lead. We'll take a brief pause and head back to Bank of America Stadium after this. We're ready to go with the 2nd quarter. It's Panthers football. They start out 2nd and 10. Trying for the deep ball. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
You know what that route is called, right, Kate? OTB. Over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. Got to find a completion right there.
Prescott now on 3rd down. Throwing this one back of the end zone. And this is going to be hit by a defender and knocked away. Incomplete as the end zone look comes up empty, Brock. We've got a 4th down decision to make.
Gilligan in punt formation. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10.
Almost set. Ready.
They fake the handoff. Now Nix. Eyes top, trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. A nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
Taking a look at that scoreboard, and you just can't back backwards. If you're going to close this gap, you've got to stay on schedule. Had a hard time doing so with a double-digit deficit.
Well, it is second down, Brock, and they've got a full 24 yards to go here after that sack. Now Nix. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
Many people believe that the Jim Carrey
To be Mr.
that has been
Negative, guys.
pushed out
Sacked 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play. And you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that
and then
nobody
you look and
wants.
see exactly what's in place.
Third and long for
Not
Nix.
only that, there's an individual named Alexis.
To the right, he's got to
Came out
slow.
and said,
And that will not be enough for a first down. Offense in a hurry up here.
Okay, we're going to talk about those plays as well. All I can say is that deception is getting
Here we go on
crazy.
fourth, Nix.
Speaks on deception increasing in the last days.
He's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. One of their biggest plays of the game so far, and it comes on a fourth down gamble.
Speaks to this guy's talent as just an all-around difference maker, playmaker. We see him line up as a receiver, and we don't even bat an eye, Kate. And we don't really bat an eye when he makes that kind of play either. This guy's just different to the moment.
Quick rally to the catch by the defense, stopping the gain at the 33. They strike for 23 yards. And that's a Browns first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
First down now, ball at the 33. Throwing again. Here's Nix. Catch made underneath by the back. He's going to be stopped, but not before dealing some damage. He's down to the 12. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, it's difficult on the defense.
What's really going on inside of Hollywood and these secret societies, right? The darkness that's actually taking place and what they
They'll throw again. Nix. And this is going to fall incomplete in the end zone. Wanted it all right there. Now they've got to regroup for second down.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit. Okay, you get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, got to find a way to win.
Nix again on second and 10. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Third and long for him here. Into traffic, complete. It's a Cleveland touchdown. The Browns fighting back and shaving 6 off that lead. Breece Hall with the touchdown. Extra point try now from Pinheiro. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Browns get it back to within 2 scores. Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Dory Jackson now to return it. He's got a lane up past the 30. And an excellent effort there sets him up almost at midfield.
When you get contributions like that and you kick off the returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Here's Williams to start the drive. And he's going to get this to the opposing 41. Looking quickly here.
13 yards on the play. That's good for a Panthers first down.
First down, here's Dak. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Again on second and 10, Prescott. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Here go 46. 47. 22.
Third and long. They're going to throw. Andrews has it. Working downfield. The stop is made, but not until he reaches that 17-yard line.
And the Panthers first down. First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
First and 10. Here's Prescott. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Here go 47.
Dak throwing again. And he's got it. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers stretch their lead to a 3-score advantage. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. That one not easy, Brock. Threading the needle there. Boy, there was a lot of traffic in the end zone, but he still found his man.
Yeah, you don't really recommend challenging double coverage in the end zone in this league, but when you give your receiver a chance in that spot, that's what they love. And sometimes you just have to trust that your guys are better than the ones surrounding him, and he'll go make that play anyway.
Extra point attempt coming from Sanders. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Panthers stretch the lead to 23.
Browns 14.
Sanders all set to send it away. Deontay Hardy to return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Cleveland about ready to go. Here's first and 10. They start the drive with Hall. That's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up second and 2.
The cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Together. When we compare Alexis Stone and his work to this right here, you're going to see that there is something sketchy about what he's saying and him saying that this was actually him in this mask, in which I believe that they have realistic masks, as I showed you guys before. The ex-CIA lady who went to the White House with a realistic mask.
That's going to be good for a Cleveland first down.
He doesn't have that. I'm going to show you that. First, I want to show you this video. She is in opposition of the fact that something happened to Jim Carrey. She believes that Jim Carrey just took on this facial reconstruction. Okay, let me show you that.
Jim Carrey was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. That sack quickly changes the tone of this series, Brock, in second down.
Jim Carrey just turned 64 years old. Why did he just want to zhuzh his face a little bit? You know, Jim Carrey was
Here's the fake. Here's next. He
24.
puts some juice on it. Deep down the middle. It has been an exciting one so far. We have reached our 2-minute warning. More coming up from Bank of America Stadium. Stick around.
And we all said he looks so
No
different.
connection on the last play, and out third down.
We look at Bradley Cooper, though, even though he has some structural changes in his face, you can still look at him and it feels like him.
This is going to make it down to
There was no red flags that was saying that's definitely not Bradley
Moving
Cooper, at least
quickly,
for me.
trying to get set again.
It's different when it comes to Jim Carrey. Jim Carrey looks nothing like the original Jim Carrey at all whatsoever. It doesn't even feel spiritually like him. It feels like a different soul. It feels like someone completely different. And that's what everyone's saying. Even in her comment section, which I'm going to show you after this video, no one is buying what she's saying.
Too mad at him for missing a touchdown when he's already got 2 in his pocket.
Reasoning is trying to, maybe she's someone that just does not believe that cloning is possible because they think that the government is corrupt, whatever. Maybe she just is trying to find reasoning to believe that it's not true. Everyone else believes that it's true. And I'm going to show you her comment section. Let's continue.
Even the ones not regarded as the best movers and shakers of the case, like QB in the league today, you've got to be able to do this. If you've got nobody open,
so what is the
some
purpose?
positive yards
We are
with your
exhausted.
legs.
We don't know what is up, what is down, what is real, what is not. Jim Carrey
He was not able to make the marker. Will we see them go for it now, Gronk? Here on 4th down.
Okay.
All you can do is shake your head
Tears
sometimes.
of his eyes from before this
They come up just
They
an
are
inch or 2 short for the first down.
That is the fake Jim Carrey, by the way, right? Or the one that everyone thinks is fake. I want you guys to look at how realistic his face looked. Because after this, like I said, we're going to look at Alexis Stone claiming that he was the fake Jim Carrey. And I find it very hard to believe that he could produce a mask this good.
Only need the length of the football. It's 4th and
Maybe it
inches.
is bright orange lighting is making his eyes look more green.
He's going to take this one in.
He's
for the
trying those
Cleveland
new drops up.
touchdown.
What you're supposed to do.
The Browns jump some of the lead on
I know it's
before the
freaking me
half.
out. They're saying something that calm heads.
Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Very few people. Said this is not Jim Carrey, it's Alexis Stone. 214 likes. I don't think it's him. We're going to see why. Because Jim Carrey would have been working on 8,000 almost 9,000 likes. It's a lot of people. This person said thank you. Thank you. He literally just got a facelift. Then she uses the Lord's name in vain. Go figure. 1 like.
And that's going to set them up
for
just
that.
beyond their own 20.
Sister who paid 6,000, almost 7,000 likes. This person got a little bit of likes. They're saying that he looks a bit strange and all of a sudden he's a clone. This person said a man who's built an empire on the ability to contort his face. He didn't paralyze. So they're saying
He takes it in. Touchdown.
Jim Carrey had the best facial expressions. And all of a sudden now he just goes and does a complete facial change that will change the way that he's able to change his face. And so this is Instagram, Alexis Stone's Instagram, which Alexis died.
And the Panthers make it a 24-point ball game. Sanders all set to send it away. Fields this one at the 3. And this drive will start inside the 25. A little less than 30 seconds to go as they begin this drive. Nix with it on first. Complete left side. It's just long. And this is brought to a stop up at, say, the 34-yard line there. Now a timeout's called. Cleveland using its second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. Shotgun snap to Nix. Rolling left, buying some time, and they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. Now the Browns spend their final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Need to get that yardage back and a little bit more, too. It's 2nd and 14. Incomplete pass, and we're down to 12 seconds remaining. Out of the backfield, looking for Breece Hall there. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. We need a good chunk here, at least 14 yards to pick up this first down. Nix from the gun on 3rd down. And he goes. The Panthers got him. And their 4th sack of the game, Brock, brings up 4th down. We get a timeout. 8 seconds remaining before halftime. Johnny Hekker on now to punt. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. And he'll take in the fair catch just above the 35.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
One last play before the break.
Here we go, 46.
Looking to throw. Gonna let this one fly deep downfield. Brought in inside the 20. And he is down all the way to that 15-yard line. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Sanders all set to send it away. Here's a return from the 7. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. They start the half with a give to Hall. Looks like they'll give him about 2 on the opening play of this drive.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now, 2nd down becomes critical as nobody wants a 3 and out.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. They fake the handoff. Now Nix. This is brought in. Big game here for Loveland. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Hall. And 2nd down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap. Can't cover it much better than that really well-covered kid on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
3rd and long for Nix. And as that one falls incomplete, all eyes shifting to the flag that was thrown. If it's defensive, we got a 1st down here. They got the interference call on 3rd down, and that keeps this drive going with a new set of downs.
Imagine being able to build anything just by thinking about it. Need base AI creation platform. All hell is breaking loose right now in the Middle East as Donald Trump's ill-fated invasion of Iran is backfiring. Folks, the Trump regime has just issued urgent evacuation orders for Americans in the Middle East, rather than telling the Americans how the Trump regime plans on helping them or how the Trump regime will provide emergency airlifts. Instead, the Trump regime State Department has posted the following: depart now via commercial means due to serious safety risks. If you're in, then I'll list every Middle East country. Get out now via commercial means. Now, the Trump regime has gutted the State Department, and so there's no one who can physically help the people, the American citizens who are now abandoned in the Middle East, and the Trump regime just left our citizens stranded there with no way of getting out, saying go leave via commercial means when the airports in all of these Middle East countries are under attack right now from Iran, which Iran and everybody was warning the United States would happen if the U.S. engaged in the invasion. Now, the Assistant Secretary of State, who was runs hair salons, one of the reasons I think she was selected, she says, Rubio and the State Department urges Americans, depart now from the countries listed below. And she tells people to take commercial planes. there's a war right now that's engulfing the whole Middle East. We have multiple American service members who are killed, and the number of service members killed continues to increase. The number of seriously wounded American soldiers continues to increase. There are air sirens that are ringing in all of these countries right now, and Iran is targeting the airports and the commercial centers and anywhere where there are U.S. interests involved. As I am recording this, alert sounds in Dubai moments ago as Iran is launching massive ballistic missile attacks on Israel, as well as Bahrain, Kuwait, Qatar, Saudi Arabia, and the United Arab Emirates. Also, sources have told Reuters, we can now confirm this as well, that there have been multiple explosions heard in Riyadh's diplomatic quarter in the last few minutes following an Iranian drone strike against the U.S. Embassy. Indeed, there have been explosions there, and the United States Embassy in Riyadh, in Saudi Arabia, has been hit. Fortunately, there's nobody in there, and we do not believe there's any casualties at this point in time. But folks, what a complete and utter disaster there. You can see the smoke and the burning of the United States Embassy in Riyadh. Also, in a release from the Kuwaiti Army, the Kuwait General Staff has said they are now dealing with another barrage of Iranian missiles and drones that are in the airspace over Kuwait. Air raid siren, as I'm recording this, air raid sirens going off now in Bahrain. With all this taking place, Donald Trump has called News Nation. He called Kelly Myers from News Nation, and here's what he tells her. She goes, I just spoke to Donald Trump. He said, you'll find out soon what the retaliation will be for the attack on the U.S. Embassy in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, for the U.S. service members killed. He also told me he doesn't think boots on the ground will be necessary. Also, Donald Trump was asked if he worried about other potential attacks on U.S. sites. Donald Trump said, that's just part of war. It's part of war. Whether people like it or not, that's the way it is. He also said that he expects there to be many more deaths and injuries because that's part of war. Now, about an hour or so ago, maybe a little longer than that, Marco Rubio held a press conference. He's the Secretary of State. And he was asked, what was so imminent that we had to attack Iran immediately when the mediator, the foreign minister from Oman, said that there was basically a deal in principle reached between the United States and Iran for Iran to give up all of their uranium enrichment. Why did we believe it was so imminent when all everybody was apparently waiting for was just some technical things on Monday from the International Atomic Energy Agency? Why did we go to war imminently? And Marco Rubio, I'm just going to play for you what Marco Rubio said earlier. He said it was imminent because Israel told us, Netanyahu told us, that they were going to strike Iran. So if Israel struck Iran, then we believed Iran was going to strike us. Therefore, we had to strike Iran. This is beyond parody, except this is real life. Do you realize what you're saying, Marco Rubio? So it wasn't... You went on the offense because you believed that if Iran had to defend itself from an invasion of Israel or attack from Israel, that then they were going to strike the U.S. Do you realize what you're saying, Rubio? This is what you're saying out loud, too? And listen to it for yourself, everybody. Play the clip.
There absolutely was an imminent threat, and the imminent threat was that we knew that if Iran was attacked, and we believed they would be attacked, that they would immediately come after us. And we were not going to sit there and absorb them before we responded, because the Department of War assessed that if we did that, if we waited for them to hit us first after they were attacked, and by someone else, Israel attacked them, they hit us first, and we waited for them to hit us, we would suffer more casualties and more deaths. We went proactively in a defensive way to prevent them from inflicting higher damage. Had we not done so, there would have been hearings on Capitol Hill. We knew that this was going to happen, and we didn't have more casualties and more loss of life.
And Marco Rubio repeats it again, just so there's no misunderstanding. He goes, I've been asked, why did we invade Iran now? And then he said, because Israel was going to invade Iran first, and if they did that, we believed Iran was going to strike U.S. interests, so therefore we had to attack Iran first. How are you saying? That's why maybe you tell Israel, don't do that. You're negotiating a deal.
going for it. It's Nix. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on down.
And I mean, how was your weekend?
All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's
How was your weekend there?
deflection, breakup, even an interception.
What's the weather?
By the offense to get one more stop.
What are you doing? Here, play this clip.
The second question that's been asked is, why now? Well, there's two reasons why now. The first is it was abundantly clear that if Iran came under attack by anyone, the United States or Israel or anyone, they were going to respond and respond against the United States. The orders had been delegated down to the field commanders. It was automatic, in fact, to be true, because in fact, within an hour of the initial attack on the leadership compound, the missile forces in the south and in the north, so that to launch. In fact, those had already been in position. It's the assessment that was made. We stood and waited for that attack to come first before we would suffer much higher casualties. And so the president made the very wise decision. We knew that there was going to be an Israeli action. We knew that that would precipitate an attack against American forces. And we knew that if we had preemptively go after them before they launched those attacks, we would suffer higher casualties, perhaps even higher of those killed. And then we would all be here answering questions about what we knew that indeed.
Just so you see, this is the talking point of these demons. And I'm trying to think of the right word for them. Of these demons. MAGA Mike Johnson, the Republican Speaker of the House, he then says, we had to do it. It's common sense. Israel was going to attack first, then they would attack us. So we had to attack first with Israel. What? Here, play this clip.
They had to evaluate the threats to the U.S., to our troops, to our installations, to our assets in the region and beyond. And they determined, because of the exquisite intelligence that we had, that if Israel fired upon Iran and took action against Iran to take out the missiles, then they would have immediately retaliated against U.S. personnel and assets. We have troops in harm's way, and we have many Americans in the region, and that was of great concern.
And then Donald Trump's ambassador to the United Nations, Mike Walls, goes on state regime media. He goes on Fox, and he's like, and we're all in great hands because Melania Trump presided over the United Nations Security Council today, and she talked about a peace plan. I kid you not, they are saying that because Melania took control of the United Nations Security Council.
These days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the positions played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
Ron lost him a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11.
Education. That actually the lack of education that often leads to radicalization.
Now Nix.
And looking over the horizon at that educated populace, especially with new technologies, leads to peace.
And on state regime media, they had people like Dina Polino, who's out there saying, could you imagine how bad it would be right now with Kamala? Could you imagine how, that's your talking point? Can we imagine how bad it would be if Kamala was announced? Here's what Polino says, play this clip.
And the Browns still have a lot of work to do, Brock. It's a 20-point difference now.
It's a little bit easier.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff.
You think about the story that we did last week that said that the issue of Gaza really hurt her.
Fielded at the 7.
So you can imagine that the
and that's going to set them up just beyond their own
talked her
20.
out of something like this type of action, and that's also what she just displayed on the street corner.
Panthers look just about ready.
I feel like I'm crazy town. What are these people even saying? Then you have J.D. Vance on state regime media, and he's like, this is much different than Afghanistan and Iraq. Here, we have clearly defined objectives in Iran, and there we didn't. What are the objectives? What are you even talking about? First it was uranium enrichment, stopping that, then it was regime change, and now it's not regime change. Just watch what Vance says first. Play this clip.
After Afghanistan, some people say, oh, here we go again.
Down coming up after this.
Is that something here you're thinking about?
Well, Jesse, if you think back to Afghanistan, 20 years of mission creep, 20 years of not having a clear objective, and 20 years of the United States trying to bring liberal democracy to Afghanistan. Iraq was a little bit shorter, but we're still in that country for nearly a decade with no clear mission, no clear definition. What What's so different about this, Jesse, is that the president has clearly defined what he wants to accomplish, and there's just no way, I said this before the conflict started, I'll repeat it again, there's just no way that Donald Trump is going to allow this country to get into a multi-year conflict with no clear end in sight and no clear objective.
And then Vance is asked, so do you care who runs the country? Yeah, not really. Listen to what he says, but yeah, whatever. That's not our main objective. So the main objective was first sold to us on uranium enrichment, even though you said you obliterated it in June. Then you said it was regime change. Now it's not regime change. What are you even talking about? Let's play this clip.
Do you and the president care who runs the country now?
And he'll be stopped after just
kind of sit back
and 9 coming up.
Kind of shape it from the sea.
To make up a little bit here on second down. After that drive starts,
I guess, Jesse, you know, in a perfect world, yeah, we would love it if somebody came to power in Iran who was willing to work with the United States, who was willing to show some respect to the United States, and again, most importantly, made that long-term commitment that Iran cannot have a nuclear weapon. Ultimately, Jesse, whatever happens with the regime in one form or another, it's incidental to the president's primary objective here, which is to make sure the Iranian terrorist regime does not build a nuclear bomb. So, you know, there are a lot of things that could happen with the regime. Obviously, the president and I would prefer that you have a friendly regime in Iran, a stable country, a country that's willing to work with the United States as opposed to bomb our soldiers and try to build a nuclear weapon. Fundamentally, so long as we achieve the president's objective to make it clear that Iran can't build a bomb, I think the president will be happy with the outcome.
And more propaganda from Trump sycophants like Mark Wayne will play this clip.
And the president's well within those 60 and 90 days. I mean, think about it. In less than 4 days, or 3 days, really, we have almost eliminated their ability to even conduct reasonable strikes. We've taken out their leadership, and 40 other individuals, as the president joked about, created jobs in their own work. I thought it was hilarious.
Or Tommy Tuberville, who's never served in the military and never been to war. Play this clip.
Next to throw again. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. He's looking for Colston Loveland. So that brings up second down. Part of what's earned him status, Gronk, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
Once more, it's Nix. That one's complete over the middle. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Throwing on first down, Nix. Connects with his back. Hall. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns get it back to within 2 possessions. Breece Hall with the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. So the back does the work that time. Brock taking it in for the touchdown.
Yeah, a running back in space can be an awfully dangerous weapon on a football field. Whether that's a designed route to him, a check down, you see what can happen, what kind of damage the elite running backs in this league can do.
And now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. And he needed a lot more power there. It came down a ways away from the landing zone, and they're going to start the possession up at the 40.
Kill. Yeah, here we go.
First down, here's Dak. Buys time, rolling right. Moving right, airs it. That's caught at the 25. And this one's going to move him all the way down to the 25-yard line. They get 35 out of that play. And that's going to bring up a Carolina first down.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
That's McMillan with the catch out left. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on first down.
Brings up second and 12.
46.
28-yard line.
Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Why? Then we'll go to 53.
Dak now from the gun. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Prescott now on third down. Ooh, and quick there, and they bring him to the turf. And their fourth sack of the game, Brock, brings up fourth down.
I know the scoreboard doesn't say it, but this has been a winning effort up front defensively. One of the keys to their success was going to be this pass rush and sacking the quarterback, and they can check that box.
Has the direction, but not the distance. It falls just short. And their lead will remain at 13.
Really, Kate, that miss doesn't change a whole lot about the game management here. The only thing it does is provide a bit more momentum for the offense, running out in need of 2 quick scores.
The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10. It's a design boot. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
Just an incredible, incredible effort out of him today. The type of performance, frankly, that elevates the energy level of all 10 guys around him. What a game he's got going.
Short pass brought in. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Throwing is Levis on 3rd down. That's complete to Sloan. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. Offense to the line fast.
That's good for a Browns 1st down. A gain of 15. 1st down, Browns.
Hey, let's go. Reload. Reload. Let's go. 29 down. 22 Rita.
On 1st down, here's Levis. Completed over the middle. And he's taken down at the 30. Offense in the hurry up here.
4 yards. That's another Browns 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
It's Levis once more. Into a crowd, and that pass is intercepted. And the Panthers are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
Levis's pass intercepted. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
All right, going empty as they come to the line. It's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. That was Tanaroa McMillan he was looking for. So 2nd down coming up.
Timing is everything in life, and timing is everything defensively. That throw was just a little bit late and gave the defense time to close, deliver a pop, and knock that ball loose.
Throwing again is Dak. That was caught. Hits McMillan again. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. So a 27-yard pickup on that play. And that's good for a Panthers first.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here we go.
Play action now for Prescott. Completed to his running back. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. Working fast as the clock ticks towards 0.
4 yards. That's another Panthers, first down.
He's going to pass it here. Big strike here to Williams. And they're going to bring him down as he makes it all the way to the 12. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
I don't know about you, Kate, but I think somebody's auditioning for some extra work as a receiver. If he could do that coming out of the backfield, imagine the damage he could do if they sent him out into one of those spots out wide.
Brought in. He has the Carolina touchdown. The Panthers have likely locked up the win right there. It's a Troy Franklin touchdown. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
Prescott has his offense ready. They're going for 2. Dak throwing again. And that one's gone. Dak comes more on to this massive, some might say insurmountable lead here in the 4th.
Browns 40. Jason Sanders set to
Sanders all set to send it away. He fields it from the 8. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes first and 10. Hall running between the tackles. A nice little run there, gets him 5. Second down upcoming.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now second and 5.
46, 40.
On the play fake, it's Levis. Connects on the crosser. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's a Browns first down.
A gain of 21 yards. And the Browns first down.
They'll work against the blitz. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Dax Hill. And the Panthers will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
Well, we're watching the defense not just generate turnovers, but really add to them. A return like that, think about it. That's 4 or 5 plays that you just saved your offense from as they try to make that interception, yet another one, count.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Pressure coming, and he's taken down. The Browns got it. Working quickly here.
A big loss on the play. Brings up second down.
Kill. Let's go 47.
Prescott here from the gun. He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. The timeout's taken now as we have 1, possibly 2 snaps remaining in this ball game. This is a tough spot to be in. It's third and very long. Here he goes, third and long. This is a heater going deep. Wow, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. And the Browns are stopped on the return on the final play of this game. So the Panthers pick up the win here. And with the start they had in that first quarter, Brock, it is no surprise to see them come away with a victory at the end. They really did all they could to put this out of reach early. This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Panthers are winners as we say so long from Charlotte.
Ugh.